Greetings and salutations, friends. I am Numithrander, and as you can see, we finally have Nilu. It took long enough. I had to go well past soft pity. That made it quite painful, I must say. Well, enough waffling about my wishing woes. Let us carry on with the fairy tale creatures. Looks like I'm here now also. On paper, you seem like the perfect candidate. But the details don't seem to work out, do they? Kinda like what happened with our princess, too, huh? We must have faith in our champion. Spoken like a true champion. Take heart, Farobert. I think you've been through enough trials. Yes, quite the undertaking you've set for yourself, Princess. And for your champion also. Let's not tempt fate, Princess. Ill luck does not need us prodding it awake. The cave swallowed them alive, did it? Or they disappeared also? Ominous. I was wondering how you were going to carry that. You sort of magicked it along with you, I see. Oh well, good enough. Looks like we've been over that way before, haven't we? Yeah, I actually did go there by accident before, didn't I?
There have been many poorly written applications lately. I guess I'll just have to reject them all.
Well, Hatham certainly does not endear himself to his compatriots of the academia, does he? And it got dark while I was conversing with the princess and the champion. So... let's see. Faster way. We did unlock the fast travel point. She did bring us to the doorstep. I'm sure she heard a strange voice while we were there. Why am I saying that Paimon heard it? Are these the voices of the princesses who disappeared long ago? That's a rather grim notion, don't you think? You must have come here before to be so familiar with this. Selling yourself short, I might say. But on the other hand, I have no notion about the nature of these other princes and princesses. Likely a wise decision, considering its reputation. Seasoned floater. Seasoned as in food seasoning, eh? You are our emergency food, after all. Nothing like a good old meme, is there? I am at your service, Your Highness. Well, let's see. It looks like we have to deal with the water spouts and get the wind blowing. Yeah. Just checking to see if it would be as simple as walking right up to the door and clicking on it. Let me guess, it's not going to work that way. Okay. Looks like I got a little too late. That did it. I kinda like the sound effect of the frog jumping. It grows on you. You mean apart from the paper animals? And what looks like it might be writing on the wall. And what is this story on the wall? And what became of her in the end? Well, that's rather grim. Your Highness, it hasn't come to that yet. And I would say there is a case to be made for Seoya, I think? For the former princess, there is some merit to her decision. It might be said that she prevented her people from suffering by letting them dream in blissful sleep. But now her and her people are lost. A grim ending, to be sure. Well, we did literally just walk in the front door. The door is literally right there. So we have a ways to go before we actually do any real trials. Irritating thing is that it is both reasonable and obvious. Reasonable and obvious, what is? A system for saying goodbye. It's so glaringly obvious. Okay. A system just for saying goodbye. A ritual of some sort? Okay, good. We can in fact climb back out, even after falling in here. Some domains don't allow climbing at all. What is it? Perhaps the message... Well, fundamentally the message I gather from that would simply be that if the frog can already strive hard enough to jump higher than all the other frogs, then perhaps he will have found fulfillment in that achievement, rather than the impossible dream of having wings. So, what became of this elder champion? He came second, so he was no longer the champion at the end. Just like you were intent on doing, Varobert. Well, we've already overcome part of it. We prevented you from vanishing as Cybrilus did. We'd better complete the rest of the trials first. Only one way to find out. Nope, looks like our trial awaits us. Another trial. Let's do this. Final, you say? Well, I guess we'll see, won't we? Well, let's get that flower working. Okay. Let's get that one going too.
Yep.
Doesn't seem to be enough of a curve. Nope. I missed. Ah, okay. No, I see now. So we go here first. And then there. Nope. The candles have lit up. Now what? Well, practice makes perfect. Again. Have a little more pride, Farabert. Considering everything else we've seen involving paper, that's not much of a surprise. So all of these papers are the champions, the princes and princesses of old. This is what they've become, is it? They just look like two manuscripts now. Oh dear. Hmm. I don't really agree with either of these responses from Mayfair. The point seems to be that although there is a circle being made here, it can be turned into a spiral, going upwards or downwards. It need not simply remain stagnant. It can rise and fall, and details change. And those details can bring great, benefit or harm, depending on what they might be. But we'll see if my supposition is correct. Not yet, you say? Yes, onward with the trials, I suppose. That I somewhat doubt. Well, there's only one way to find out. Ah. We'll start by activating the flowers. That one fell. The other has not. Interesting. And there's yet another flower over here. Okay. Let's see if I've got this right. Nope. Hang on, looks like I missed one. Actually, hang on. Ah, okay. I was worried that they would not allow me to shift one without the other resetting. That would have made this a fair bit more annoying. We've passed 2 trials anyway, but nothing seems to have happened. Well, that could happen here for all we know. That's why they've been waiting all this time. So long that they turned into manuscripts. Your Highness, waiting will get us nowhere. No, not solely in waiting. Well, someone seems pretty motivated all of a sudden. We believe in you, our champion of champions. Oh? The relic is finally alight? Ooh. Interesting. And oh, we're flying upwards. Quite the tour we're being given. Oh, and we're back here. The tavern. Hmm. All four of your feet are still firmly on the ground, Mr. Champion, and they're in better condition than any of us are. That would be an ill fate for them to be locked in that dingy cave any longer. Those manuscripts that were awaiting in the cave were your predecessors who did not come to the same conclusion. And more's the pity for them. Hopefully they're free now. You could take a branch from a tree, even if you were standing on said branch. You would, however, have to expect and be prepared for the fall afterwards. And I certainly would not recommend it. I doubt it. I'd still like to have another go or two at the trial. That's why you're the princess, your highness. You're really up for anything now, huh? And whose voice was that? So, you told him you could do it? None. Oh. The legend that Nilu told us about. Goddess of fate who used ink to compose her stories. Yes, rather reminiscent indeed. Very well. 40. And a luxurious chest. Oh,
For you.
nice way to cap off an episode. So, now that we've finished that, yeah, let's have a gander and see what our progress is. Up to 55, so I'm going to need a fair few more if I want to get Kirara's new outfit. Yeah, need 125, and we're only at 55 still. So Phantom and Boots is still a good ways off. Oh well. At least we finally have Nilu to keep us company on this journey. Well, if you've enjoyed this, please remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, have a good day.